Chasing the stars, we'll stride into the dawn. Never back down till the battle is won. Face each foe with hearts brave and true, unafraid of the unknown, because I'll face it all with you.
Hello, I'm the reviewer. You review it, I review you. This is my partner, Mr. It. Patreon request today, Shady for Series video on the Crucible sword from Doom Eternal.
Against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them.
Not gonna lie, I've never seen this show before, so I thought this was the intro to the actual show. Then I realized it was the intro to Doom Eternal, and I was sad.
Where are the reticulations? I'm enraged! I'm so enraged! There's no reticulations! I'm gonna go kill someone! Ooh! Ah! Right in the head! I had a sharp sword on me! Let's do this! Oh, I killed him!
Ah, the average commentary for the Doom series. Okay, the actual intro is still pretty sweet.
Greetings, I am Shad.
I don't know whether to call him out for being a geek or be jealous at the awesome castle set.
Yeah, well, you kind of saw one of the Crucible swords in the second most recent Doom video game, 2016 I believe it was.
Okay, I get that you need to clarify which Doom you're talking about, but just saying Doom 2016 would suffice.
This is very different. This is a strange design.
I've played games that feature spiked beach balls, robot cats, and magic keys. That, by comparison, is practical.
Now, I have my historically accurate longsword. This is
Because, God forbid, it be historically inaccurate.
But if we were to have a look at another classic two-handed sword, that being the katana.
Okay, well, the visual edit was very obvious. Audio-wise, pretty seamless. Well done.
So this would make it much lighter than a regular sword, but going back to the over-constructed hilt here, this would have a significant amount of weight, and I think it would actually balance it out. The heavier hilt is offset by the lighter blade.
Okay, maybe it's the accent, but this is what I got out of it.
It's a simple question of weight ratios.
You can have a sword that's too light. You do want weight in a sword to get proper chopping capacity.
It's terms like that that make me love the internet.
It's not to say its intention is to be as heavy as possible, because there are so many wall hanger swords that are poorly made, just junk. I own a couple of them.
If they suck, then why keep them?
Their weight is horrible, okay? They're so heavy, they're beyond proper functionality. And so it's a balance, getting it as heavy as you can while keeping it still functional, and so then you want to keep it lighter. Point of balance is also very important in regards to all of that.
You know, all this talk about how much the sword weighs really makes me hope there's an episode on Cloud's Buster Sword.
Just there for looks, but if the blade is made out of energy, even though it's solid, and even if it has a measure weight, I feel it would be so light that you can get away with embellishments like that. And swords are meant to look cool.
Yeah, trace that intent back to the Dark Ages.
And Big Test, can I do a flourish with it and say, oh, yes, yes!
Show off!
Which is just enable it to make even more deadly, devastating cuts on top of what it was already capable of, with it being such a thin energy, heated up, burny, melty kind of blade that it is.
Ah, getting into the technical terms.
It has odd design, elements in regards to how overbuilt the hilt is, but that balances out overall.
So what you're saying is this weapon from an over-the-top power fantasy is actually feasible. Awesome. Anyway, there's really only one word to describe how I felt watching this. Yay! In a lot of ways, this feels like taking a college course on the subject. And before you think that could never happen, I once took a course on Lord of the Rings for a humanities credit. But the big thing to keep in mind is that he clearly is very passionate about the subject, and while I have no real frame of reference, he at least sounds like he knows what he's talking about. If fantasy weaponry interests you, this isn't bad to check out. It's not the most entertaining, but it is fascinating. I'm the reviewer. You review it, I review you.